On President Trump's first address to a joint session of Congress, he laid out his legislative goals, striking a far more unifying tone. Don Champion has the latest from Washington, D.C.
The time for trivial fights is behind us.
President Trump hit the reset button on his young administration Tuesday night. In his address to Congress, he stuck to the script and offered a roadmap for overhauling Obamacare.
We should ensure that Americans with pre-existing conditions have access to coverage.
He also made a case for his proposed $54 billion surge in defense spending, partly to help veterans.
Our veterans have delivered for this nation, and now we must deliver for them.
Mr. Trump's hour-long address drew several rounds of applause.
We are also taking strong measures to protect our nation from radical Islamic terrorism.
On social media, one of the most tweeted about moments happened when he honored the widow of Navy SEAL Ryan Owens. Owens died in the president's first authorized military operation in Yemen last month.
Ryan died as he lived, a warrior and a hero.
Many Republicans here in Washington praised the president for showing discipline and striking a far more optimistic tone.
I thought it was an excellent speech. I thought he hit a home run.
A group of Democratic women inside the chamber wore white in honor of the suffragette movement, hoping to send a message to the president.
We will not go backward on all the progress we've been able to make as women.
Former Kentucky Governor Steve Beshear delivered the Democratic rebuttal.
I am worried about the future of this nation.
He called threats to repeal Obamacare a life or death situation. Don Champion, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And local Republicans are saying they're pleased with the president's address. KBOI2's Lauren Clark tells us why they think the speech has a direct impact on Idahoans.
Well, Kelsey, many Republicans who attended a watch party say President Trump's speech was a chance for the president to speak directly to the American people. Many found the president to be on message and precise. A county commissioner from Jerome says the president's goals will help the state. She says deregulating the agriculture industry will make farmers here thrive.
That we're a very ag-based area in Jerome County and the Magic Valley. So just that thing alone, and then his appointment as the Secretary of Agriculture means a lot.
And others say the president's plans for the economy and jobs will benefit the gem state as well. This speech was technically not the State of the Union. Those are done during non-election years. However, many experts noted how this speech had the feel of one. They also said President Trump's tone was more presidential in nature. Reporting live here from the newsroom, Lauren Clark, KBOI2 News.
And now, reaction from Idaho's congressional delegation. Senator Mike Crapo released a statement on immigration. He wrote, quote, "I have long maintained that any immigration reforms must commit the resources necessary to have the strongest possible border enforcement realistically while reforming our screening and vetting process. I agree with the president that we can develop meaningful immigration policies that meet these priorities."
Senator Risch was at the address. Over the phone, we asked him what he thought about the president's remarks on the military and war.
He was very general, but he echoed the remarks that he had previously made right after the election, and that is that we want to get along with other countries and we want to work with other countries. I think he hit the right tone when he said that we as Americans have to respect other countries and their borders and their cultures, just as those countries have to respect ours.
Congressman Mike Simpson also hit on immigration. He wrote, quote, "The reality is Congress has not passed meaningful immigration reform. It is not an American or a Republican value to split up families. It's not who we are. We need to solve this problem and focus on deporting violent criminals while passing comprehensive immigration reform that creates a legal workforce."
And Congressman Raul Labrador said in part the president, quote, "promised to repeal and replace Obamacare, modernize our immigration system, reform our unfair and non-competitive tax system, and change the way Washington works. As long as these things are done in a fiscally responsible way that does not add to the national debt, I'll support the president and will do everything I can to help him succeed."